Welcome back, everyone. We are starting our second scenario, Henry the Lion for Barbarossa. Let's go.
The empire was in full bloom, and her population was rapidly expanding. The Germans felled forests, drained marshlands, and reclaimed land from the sea itself. But there was still not enough space. Bringing the vastness of Poland into the empire would ease the pressure on the empire's borders. To deal with Poland, Barbarossa called up one of his mightiest vassals, Henry the Lion. Henry was a powerful prince of Saxony, and his decadent palaces outshone the emperor's own. While he swore fealty to Barbarossa, some questioned whether Henry the Lion did not want the empire for his own. By ordering Henry the Lion to aid in the subjugation of Poland, Barbarossa meant to test his oath of allegiance once and for all.
Okay, so we have a very simple task. Defeat Poland. The German states of Bavaria and Saxony are feeding the armies of Barbarossa and Henry the Lion. Defend the helpless feeders at all costs. So, we start out...
Your Majesty, the counties of Bavaria and Saxony will provide us with the resources needed to outfit the Imperial Army, but we must defend them from the Polish.
Indeed. Alright, so the Polish are our main enemies in this scenario. We do have Henry the Lion, our faithful vassal for now. The Saxony and Bavaria. Now, Saxony and Bavaria, as you can see, do not have any defenses. We are to be that defense. They provide us with resources. We are able to defend them from there. Now, Poland is scattered all around the map. They are being played as the blue player, which is the Goths, meaning that they do have access to the housecarls. So, now, we do start off with a few resources. We can get some fishing ships. Let's just do at least a few of those to get some food, which would be nice. But we will be provided with resources sort of continuously, but random, well, not quite, somewhat randomly by our two vassals here. Henry the Lion is currently allied with us, so we're okay with that. Now, the objective here is that Poland is actually not... They have no people. They are unable to build anything. They have no centralized form of it. Well, they have no town center or peasants for us to take care of. What they do have, however, is military buildings. A lot of them, especially castles. Lots of castles. Well, not lots, but enough. And we're going to need to get rid of those castles. And that is how you kill Poland. And to be honest, oh jeez. And we already have, that is the closest castle to us. Now, we do have some outposts around the area, so that'll be okay. Now, Poland, I forgot they had ships. Well, hopefully they won't interfere with our fishing. Now, Poland does have some, besides castles, they do have a few other buildings, such as, generally some houses, watchtowers, and I believe they have a siege engine factory. Or siege workshop, sorry. Yeah, here it is. That'll produce battering rams. Mostly of what Poland hits you with is a lot of battering rams and a lot of housecarls. And I think the system is where they actually get a lot of resources automatically, same as I do. So they'll just be able to keep hitting you. Now, they don't have cavalry, so it's not worth it to get some... it's not worth it to get upgraded spearmen. That's why I went with the long swordsman. And I'm going to be able to get enough of them so I can... shoot, we're out of resources. so I can get my battering rams. We're going to be hitting this castle first. But while I'm doing that, we're going to do a little bit of an exploration. So I can show you sort of all that Poland has, which to me, like I said, it's not much. And, you know, kind of realistically, I was sort of thinking about... Oh, there we have Huskarl. I was trying to think about the historical parallels to this one. We can't go through those trees. He's going to attack the outpost, I think. Or he's just scouting. Is that, you know, Poland consisted of, for the longest time... I just finished reading a book about the history of Poland recently. It was very, very interesting. Oh, yeah, they're attacking the outpost. That'll happen. You just gotta get rid of them. Those ones I don't care about as much. Anyway, the history of Poland was that they had... Oh, thank you. They had for the longest time... It first started as a system, a feudalistic system, but then it sort of changed a bit. They still had that hierarchy, that system of, you know, the people at the top ruled the people at the bottom, and the serfs and the peasants had no rights whatsoever, and, you know, the landowners, which were called magnates, they controlled everything. Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have a priest for this right now. So that system lasted for a long time, but the thing was that there was a slight change compared to all the other different types of government and general feudal monarchy of the times, was that the magnates actually had a voting system. And what made Poland so unique was that the magnates almost never chose... They had a king. Poland had a king. But it was someone who was elected by the magnates, but in a twist, it was... Oh, well, there goes the fish and chips. Whatever. But in a twist, the magnates almost never chose one of their own to be king. Only a few... more famous ones, Jan Sobieski, or I think that's how you say the name, and I think there was one other that was really... but they mostly voted for rulers that were from other countries, such as France, and mostly from Austria. Now, this, of course, meant that... Oh, no, that's not good. This, of course, meant that... the magnates could be bought by bribes and other stuff like that, which made the system really, really corrupt. There already is throwing siege weapons our way. That's okay. Let's go deal with those. I want to hit this first castle fast and get it out of the way, because something very interesting happens once you kill the first castle. But anyway, there were times of reform, and but this system made it. They called what was the most ironic touch was that the magnates deemed this right for them to vote. They called it ironically the Golden Freedom, which of course it was only freedom for those in charge. They still believed the peasants were just peasants, and that, you know, they were going to be in control forever. But it made it even worse was the fact that one time Poland was facing I think in the 1400s, or no, the 1600s, they were facing an invasion by the Tatars, or maybe not the Tatars, no, I think the Turks. And they were all getting together. Oh, by the way, the meeting for the leaders was called a Sejm, or S-E-Y-M. That's not good. Anyway, the meeting that they were having was going to be about what they were going to do as far as defense goes for the land. Well, the problem with this government system was that it only took... Let's say you have 100 magnates voting on something, like, I don't know, to pass a certain tax or something. If just one of them, one out of that 100 votes no, the entire vote gets thrown out of the window. So it's even more ineffectual. It was just freaking awful of a system. But, and you know, this is all going on. I was just so busy. Oh, hold on. This will be interesting.
Barbarossa, I have some unfortunate news for you. You see, it is I who should be Holy Roman Emperor. Kneel before the lion.
So, surprise, surprise, our uncertain vassal betrays us. Henry the Lion is now our enemy. This happens when you destroy the first castle.
Your Imperial Highness, Henry the Lion has sovereignty over a population of peasants. We should capture them so that we will not be dependent upon our allies for supplies.
Okay, this is where things take a turn for a change. Okay, so as we can see, Henry the Lion is attacking already with men-at-arms. Let's go take care of him. Now, oh jeez. And this is a good reason as to why you want to get rid of that first Polish castle. Castle. Because it gives Henry the Lion not as much time to build up his forces to attack when he betrays you. Now, destroying the castle is the thing that will start this, so it's a good way, or it's a good thing to, you know, make it fast for when you destroy one. Ooh, that was a lot of resources. We do still have our castle here, which is nice, and actually, those arrows are doing a really good job. These guys are slow, and they have a lot of good pierce armor, which is protection against arrows, but they can't defend against all the arrows. So, let's make this fast and attack Henry. We need to cut his production down. Now, his peasants are over here by this flagged area. We'll need to get rid of those. Or we'll need to blow through all his defenses and whatnot to get rid of them. So, let's start. Now, Henry does have, you know, he does have a castle, so, which is producing his Teutonic Knights, so be wary of that. Ooh, he was about to throw some battering rams our way. There's that castle. Alright, we need to get rid of this castle. They're actually throwing a lot at me, and I realize that I'm being attacked here as well. That's okay. If I can capture those peasants, I can just rebuild. I need to just cut this castle production, though. This Teutonic Knight production is hurting a lot. Jeez, they just keep throwing them at me. Freaking stop it! Thankfully, the castle's arrows is situated against our battering rams and nothing else. And once we destroy enough of his stuff, he should quit. Which is nice. Nuts. More knights. Next, I will cut his barracks down. There we go. Yeah, mostly what Henry produces is battering rams and other siege engines, and a lot of infantry types, such as those men-at-arms, or not, yeah, men-at-arms and the other stuff, or the Teutonic Knights. Again, this is what, well, actually, no, I think he eventually does create knights at his stables, but you just have to hit him hard enough in order to win. We're not going to deal with that tower just yet. Units. Mostly, let's get rid of you. Ah, good. Thank goodness. We stopped their rampage. Stupid bloody Poland. Now, the thing is that it tells us we are to defend our allies, Saxony and Bavaria, from the Polish. Ah. Good. Henry the Lion is defeated. Now, the thing is that, to my knowledge, Poland really doesn't go much for Saxony and Bavaria. They sort of really just... You'll more tend to see them just walk through their lands without doing anything. Oh, we had a bit of a lag spike there. Did I destroy that? Yes, I did. It's very interesting to see it just happen. But either way, Henry the Lion is defeated, our forces are victorious. Once we capture these peasants, we'll be able to build us our own base. And that way we can... Oh yeah, and there's a relic in here too, so that's nice. We'll be able to build up further and just kick the snot out of Poland. And finish the mission. Because realistically, oh yeah, I forgot my point I was making all along with the Polish discussion. The thing was that the magnates, of course, you know, they were the real power in Poland. They controlled everything. They, from the election of the king to laws and everything. And they made it so that whoever was elected king had realistically no rights. And these are kings from other lands, France, Austria, sometimes Germany. And I think Russia, too, I'm not sure. But, there we are. But, they ensured that this elected king had realistically no rights. Means he couldn't put his own taxes through. He couldn't also... What now? Oh, never mind. He couldn't also go and, he couldn't ask for... He couldn't build any army. He had to ask the magnates for their support with an army. So he was really just powerless. He was just more or less just an honorary figurehead, to be more truthful. All right, now we've got Henry the Lion's taken care of. I'm trying to find a good place to put my base. I think I mostly put it down here. That way we get some good food. Okay. Ah, thank you. I was in need of some of that. They're already eating into this gold mine here, so I don't know. Let's do a little bit of scouting. I think there's another gold mine somewhere around here. If not, I'll just steal one. They should be using this gold mine up here instead of this one. Stupids. That's also why I want to... What? Oh, no, we have wolves. F off, wolves. Okay, there's just deer and trees down here. Okay. Let's put our base at... Oh. That's not good. I'll tell you what. Let's put it back here. That way they're safe. We get lots of lumber and some deer. So yeah, you just got a brief history of Poland today. So, and this magnate system really sort of it developed from feudal monarch, or well, from a feudalistic style system anyway. But you know, overall, it was a terrible system, but it was unique because no one had it. Now, eventually, once it got to about the 1600s, they had what was called there was an incident called the Deluge. Now, what the Deluge was that was the time during the Protestant Reformation, where Sweden was very powerful, and Sweden actually came in and just leveled Poland. Now, all throughout its years and the centuries, Poland's had to deal with a lot of invasions. We're talking the Mongols in the 1400s, to the Tatars as well. They also had to deal with, eventually, the Ottomans to an extent, and it evolved into eventually Russia, and also Prussia especially. Oh, and of course the Teutonic Knights. That's where their enmity started between them and the Germans. But during the Deluge, that was when it was at its worst. Sweden came in, allied themselves with the Russians, the Austrians, and the Tatars to try and wipe Poland off the map. We're talking literally destroy everything. It was at that time that the Sejm actually was sort of cast down, but that was only because there really almost existed no Poland at all. it was divided, and there was only like a small territory left that remained that they allowed to be Polish. Well, they didn't allow it. They allowed it to be because they couldn't conquer it in the end. But, so yeah. Right now, overall, we've got these Polish. I could picture these individual magnates living in their castle, and that's what we're realistically just going through and destroying. Wow, did they eat through that? Holy crap, they ate through that gold mine. Oh yeah, that's right. I need a monastery as well. Can snag that thing. We are able to rebuild our base as well. Doggone it. But to be honest, the buildings they destroyed, they don't matter too much. So. Okay, so I took a quick 5-minute breather there while I got basically built up a little bit here. I grabbed that relic. I managed to just now advance to the Imperial Age. So we have access to quite a few more toys. I do want to get Cavaliers. And now we're able to get Trebuchets. So, woohoo! As far as stone is concerned in this game, or in this mission, you really don't need much of it. So, but the problem is that its price is so crappy at the market, it's not even worth it, to be honest. But let's get some of those. So what I'm wanting to do is go and hurt Poland a bit. I want to go up here and get rid of this siege workshop because it just keeps annoying me. I've got my priests here as well. They're going to be healing up our units real quick. Ooh, I just realized I need a blacksmith. Nope, not another market. Now I suppose you could build market trade carts to trade with the allies, but I mean 13 gold here, and they tribute stuff, and there's only, well, actually that is 100 gold there. That's not too bad. But there's the problem of the roaming Polish housecarls could destroy it. And I've been, the problem is that most of the Polish attacks will either come from up top here, or they'll like sort of, oh great, they'll go through down down here through Bavaria. Okay, these guys are just, I don't like them getting deer. Let's go over here and just get berries. That'll be good for food. There we go. Alright. We're healing up nicely, and you know what? We need to send some cavalry over to Bavaria. Because poor Bavaria, they don't know how to defend themselves. They are, well, they are the Empire's loyal citizens. We must defend them. Totally not because we, you know, completely crushed them in the last game, and now they're defenseless, basically. And we don't allow them to have us have their own armies. So yeah, sorry if I got off a little bit on that Polish spiel. I just sort of just went on a bit of a tangent. Resourceful Gamer videos. Come for the walkthrough. Stay because you can learn Polish history. Oh man. So, looking at the map, you get a good idea, though, of what the Polish have. Well, what they have on one hand, what they don't have on the other hand. What they have is a lot of castles and buildings. What they don't have is any economy whatsoever. Which makes this somewhat of an easy mission. Somewhat. Get rid of these housecarls. But as far as to my knowledge, Poland does not advance. They keep their housecarls. Well, they might advance. I can't remember, actually. There we go. They might advance. I'm not sure. No, I didn't mean to do that. Darn it. Alright. Yeah, we just got blast furnace. Good. Alright, I'd say we've got a fairly good little army here. Let's go and destroy some Polish buildings. Let's go. We'll start, like I said, I like to start up in the north. That way I get rid of their siege workshop, and thus that stops them from building up stuff. Then it's, realistically, it's just a simple walk down through the rest of the country. Oh, you stupid. Gosh, you. Come on. Frickin' gosh damn. Come on. Freaking get your butts moving. Alright, let's commence the attack. I really don't care about the battering rams anymore. I'm just going to send them off on their own. I have trebuchets now, so we can just destroy everything from a really long distance. We do have a little bit of base being attacked here, but we can take care of that. This is another reason to get rid of that siege workshop, because of what it pumps out against you. You go over there. Oh, and I need chemistry. That'll help a shot. Ah, darn it.
Heiße? Ja.
Alright, you start on farms then. I know I'm not paying a single bit of attention to my forces, and this is bad. Stop the house girls. What are you doing over there? Ah, whatever. Now you don't really need to destroy everything. We're talking you can leave the guard towers be. So I know it's screwed. One shot. Awesome. Alright, let's move on down to the castles. Oh, no. Oh, there goes my market.
Ja, ouvert.
Ah, whatever. I'm going to win. There shall be no problem. Move onward. Actually, no, that's not smart. That Huskarl will come in and kill them from behind. Their siege workshop gone. We just need to concentrate on the castles, which I think there's around like 4 or 5 of them. Oh, that's right, chemistry. There we go. Look at that. Poland stands no chance. Funny thing is, this is going to be about as easy as it gets in terms of scenarios. The German missions... Actually, they do have one other siege workshop, now that I recall. The German missions have a tendency to be very difficult. And so, this is sort of the end of the easy missions. You'll eventually see what I'm referring to. Making away nicely. That's why I do like the Cavaliers. They're able to actually just by themselves knock down buildings and towers. I guess I'll send them over here to oh wait, no. I think there was like one other castle over here, maybe. Right now it's just search and destroy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, see, they just, now that they're really going, they're just sending tons of resources. Now, Henry the Lion, you have betrayed me, and you paid for it. Though not enough, I fear. Yeah, I think the Henry the Lion thing is supposed to come as like a super big shock to everybody, or to you as the player in this scenario, but, I mean, realistically, if you're not prepared, if you're caught unprepared for it at first, such as like you're just throwing people against the first castle, oh, I didn't realize I had another one here, he can hurt your base significantly if you're unprepared, but, I mean, if you catch him early enough, he doesn't have time to really build forces a lot, and you can just have your knights ready and your army, and you should be okay. Alright, let's keep going. Ooh, that's a lot of items. Really preparing for an attack. That heated shot really does nice things.
Ja.
Alright, come on, let's destroy this castle and be done with it.
Das ist so.
Come on. Let's do this. Excellent. Poland is destroyed. Haha.
Henry expected to be drawn and quartered, the usual fate of traitors in those times. But Barbarossa recognized the potential for a strong ally and officially forgave him, provided that Henry the Lion would swear to support Barbarossa from now on. Amazingly, Henry agreed. Germany was unified, and Henry the Lion was pacified. But the Holy Roman Empire was not complete. Harkening back to Charlemagne, the empire claimed ownership of Italy, and especially Rome.
Alright, so that was the end of the second mission. Join me next time for Pope and Anti-Pope.